At just 19 years old, Yinka Sola, Yinka Ademola, was already living in a life of luxury and fame, with his wealthy family's name and fortune backing him. Yinka had the world at his feet. Born into the prominent Ademola family, Yinka's parents, Chief and Chief Mrs. Ademola, were renowned business moguls with interests in oil, real estate, and finance. From a young age, Yinka was groomed to take over the family business empire. However, Yinka had bigger aspirations. He was fascinated by entrepreneurship and investing, often spending hours reading books and attending seminars on the subject. Despite his parents' initial disapproval, Yinka was determined to make a name for himself in the business world. Using his family's wealth as seed capital, Yinka began making strategic investments in various sectors, including technology, agriculture, and entertainment. His parents, although skeptical at first, eventually came to support his ventures, impressed by his passion and dedication. One of Yinka's earliest investments was in a Lagos-based tech startup, which quickly gained traction and became a leading player in the Nigeria tech industry. The success of the investment not only earned Yinka a significant return on investment, but also helped establish him as a savvy and forward-thinking entrepreneur. As his business empire grew, so did Yinka's fame. He became a regular feature in Nigerian business and society publications, with many hailing him as the prodigy and a role model for young entrepreneurs. With his girls always by his side, Yinka moved through the streets of Lagos and Abuja with confidence and poise. His designer clothes and luxury accessories, a testament to his wealth and status. Despite his privileged upbringing, Yinka remained humble and grounded, never forgetting the values of hard work and determination that had driven him to succeed. As he looked out at the city skyline, Yinka knew that he was truly made of honor. A young man of integrity, vision, and unwavering ambition. As Yinka's fame and wealth continued to grow, so did his reputation as a ladies' man. He was known for his charm, good looks, and lavish spending habits, which made him a magnet for beautiful women. Despite his busy schedule, Yinka always made time for the ladies. He would often attend high society events where he would mingle with the cream of Nigerian society, including the most stunning women. However, little did Yinka know that his love for ladies would soon become his downfall. A wealthy businessman, Chief Olawale, had been seeking revenge against Yinka's father, Chief Ademola, for years. The two men had been sworn enemies since a bitter business dispute went sour. Chief Olawale had been looking for the perfect opportunity to strike, and he knew that Yinka's weakness for beautiful ladies could be his ticket. He devised a plan to use his stunning daughter, Norma, as a bait to lure Yinka into a fraudulent business deal. Norma was a 19-year-old beauty queen with a captivating smile and a body that could stop traffic. She had been trained by her father to use her charms to get what she wanted, and she was more than willing to play along with her father's plan. One fateful evening, Yinka attended a charity gala in Lagos, where he was introduced to Norma. She was dressed to kill in a stunning red gown, and Yinka was immediately smitten. They danced the night away, laughing and joking like they had known each other for years. As the night wore on, Norma skillfully steered the conversation towards business, casually mentioning her father's latest investment opportunities. Yinka, blinded by his infatuation, didn't suspect a thing. He eagerly listened to Norma's speech, and before he knew it, he had agreed to meet with her father to discuss a potential business deal. Little did Yinka know, he had just taken the first step down a slippery slope. The first step down a slippery slope. One that would lead him into a world of trouble and deceit. As the days went by, Yinka found himself increasingly entangled in Norma's web of charm and deceit. He couldn't get enough of her, and she cleverly used her allure to keep him hooked. The meeting with Norma's father, Chief Olawale, was arranged, and Yinka arrived at the appointed time, eager to discuss the potential business deal. Chief Olawale was a suave and sophisticated man with a silver tongue and a charming smile. He welcomed Yinka warmly and began to outline the details of the proposed deal. Yinka, still under Norma's spell, didn't notice the warning signs. He didn't see the calculating glint in Chief Olawale's eye, or the subtle smirk that played in his lips. He didn't realize that he was being expertly manipulated, that the deal was a trap designed to ensnare him and ruin his family's reputation. As the meeting drew to a close, Yinka shook hands with Chief Olawale, sealing the deal. He left the meeting feeling elated, convinced that he had just made the deal of a lifetime. That night, Yinka celebrated the closing of the deal with Norma in the most intimate way possible. They had multiple rounds of passionate sex, and Yinka was completely under her spell. He couldn't get enough of her, and she seemed to feel the same way about him. But little did Yinka know, his family's reputation was about to take a hit. The deal he had just signed was to sponsor a sex-enhancing industry, something that his family had always been opposed to. His parents, Chief and Chief Mrs. Ademola, were respected members of the society, and they had always maintained a clean and respectable image. But Yinka, who was now in charge of the family company, had unilaterally decided to sponsor the sex-enhancing industry without consulting his parents. The news of the sponsorship spread like wildfire, and soon it was all over the media. Yinka's parents were devastated. They couldn't believe that their son had betrayed their trust and values. Chief Ademola was particularly angry, and he immediately called Yinka to his office for a showdown. But Yinka was too far gone. He was completely under Norma's control, and he refused to listen to his parents' advice. He told them that he was old enough to make his own decisions, and that he knew what was best for the company. As the battle between Yinka and his parents intensified, Chief Olawale watched with glee. He had successfully manipulated Yinka into doing his bidding, and now he was reaping the benefits. But Yinka's mother, Afion, was not one to be underestimated. She was a fierce Calabar woman, married to a Yoruba man, and she had a reputation for being fearless and cunning. Determined to protect her family's reputation and business, Afion decided to take matters into her own hands. She began to secretly gather information about Chief Olawale's business dealings, looking for any dirt she could use to bring him down. And then she resorted to more drastic measures. Afion tried to poison Chief Olawale, hoping to eliminate him once and for all. But her plan was failed, and Chief Olawale narrowly escaped. The battle between the Ademolas and Chief Olawale had just begun, and it would be a fight to the finish.